Okay, so what if you can't be consistent this summer? If you're getting stressed out because the kids are going to be home all summer from school, or perhaps you're dealing with chronic pain or some other illness, or really any reason why the word consistent is tripping you up right now, you're going to want to tune in because that's today's topic on the Mindful Momentum Moment. So I want you to just take a deep breath, friend. You're here, whether you're watching me live or you catch this later, you are here because I have a message that I want to share that I think not only is going to, pardon me, help me as a mom who's an entrepreneur who has 3 kids that are coming home next week for the summer, but I think it's going to help anyone. Even if you don't meet any of those things I just said, any of that criteria, summertime, if you're in a sunny, warm environment, means that things slow down or change at least and shift. And that can be good in many ways, but it can also bring an internal stress factor. We as business owners often hear people say that we must be consistent to be successful or to see or create results for ourselves. Great. I'm not arguing with the fact that consistency can help and that showing up repeatedly will help you achieve results, perhaps even faster. However, what I have learned is that the words we use in our own self-talk, in our brains, or even in conversations with others, it matters. The vocabulary we use. So I want you to just reflect on that word for a minute. Consistent. What does it mean to you? Right? You can look it up online, and perhaps I'll do that right now, actually. But you probably have some version of this definition already in your brain. So I'm typing it into the dictionary. To be consistent, it says marked by a harmony, regularity, or steady continuity, free from variation or contradiction. All right, so I'm seeing also the word steady. Okay, we're seeing the word harmony, regularity, and continuity. So that's all true, obviously. And many times our brain will also tell us that consistent means daily. How many of you can relate to that? When you hear the word consistent, like you must post on social media consistently, do you equate that with daily? And that's fine, right? Nothing's gone wrong here. However, what I want you to think about is perhaps how that word might be slowing you down or holding you back or working against you in some way. When I hear the word consistent, I also think that I should be doing something at least Monday through Friday every day, and that is the path to success. Yet, I'm in conflict or I'm not in harmony with that approach because I'm a mom of 3 girls who have multiple medical and mental health diagnoses. Therefore, the minute I hear the word consistent, my brain tells me I can't be consistent. And I can list all the reasons why. For example, this week on Tuesday, we had 5 doctor's appointments in one day, followed by Wednesday, a long day of testing at the Children's Hospital. So I know that I cannot be consistent when I'm faced with needing to help my children get to those appointments and supporting them through getting ready for them, taking them, driving, being there, the follow-up, etc. So I use that against myself, or I had for a really long time, telling myself, well, I'm never going to be successful because I can't be consistent. Yet I had a strong desire still to grow this business. This is a passion of mine. And so those two competing ideas were holding me back. And at times it still does, like, let's be real. But what I would invite you to do that has helped me and helps many of my clients is take a look at that vocabulary. If there's a word such as consistent or consistency that is holding you back, choose a new word. I know it sounds very simple, but it's also very effective. And simple can be effective. We don't need to make things overly complicated to be helpful. So, what I did, and you're welcome to borrow this, obviously, is that I started replacing the word consistent with committed. Because, like I said, I'm approaching summer. Summer starts in my family on Wednesday, next Wednesday. And so when I think about being consistent, yet the kids are coming home, I feel like, oh, well, the summer's like, let's just toss it out the window. I'm not going to make any progress because I can't be consistent. So instead, I'm reminding myself that the word I'm choosing to use instead, whenever I can, whenever I'm aware, is committed. I'm committed to making progress, even over the summer, even while the kids are home, even when I don't feel well, even when I'm tired, even when whatever, right? My brain can now understand that I can be committed to growing my business. That means, in my definition, is that I've made a promise to myself to keep going, made a promise to my business to keep showing up. Doesn't mean it has to be daily. It doesn't mean it has to be in the same way this summer as it did in the spring or the winter or the fall. And that is going to help me keep moving forward because I am passionate about what I do. I do want to continue doing it. I don't want to burn out in the process. And I've learned that the words I use in my head, like when I'm talking to myself, as we do all day long, we're constantly talking, negotiating, questioning, judging, all those things. Those words, they matter. And so if you are facing a similar struggle as the summer is approaching, or perhaps it's already here for you, and you're worried about how you're going to be consistent, change the word. Maybe committed isn't the word that resonates with you, but what do you want to use instead? What will help you feel grounded or excited or energized, motivated to keep moving forward? That is my invitation for you. If you can relate to this, please say yes in the comments. Let me know that you're here, that you're listening. And of course, if you have follow-up or takeaways or questions, I would love to hear that too. I am here to support you. And just because it's summer doesn't mean we have to slow down completely, or halt, I should say. We can slow down, but we don't have to stop. We can just set a new rhythm for ourselves, stay committed to our goals, and just get curious about how it could look different for you this summer in a way that is still energizing, still fun, still helping you make mindful momentum, right? So this is your mindful moment. Think about it, like really think about it. And it just takes like 2 minutes to just reflect on this and make a choice about how you want to move forward. Now, how is that going to show up for me this summer? I have been aiming to do weekly mindful momentum moments, and I'm still going to do them. I thought that being consistent meant I had to do it every Wednesday at the same time. And like I said, when you have a day of testing at the children's hospital on a Wednesday, that presents a challenge. So instead, I'm staying committed over the summer to showing up once a week, supporting you here, both on Facebook and on my YouTube channel, followed up by an email so that you can still create mindful momentum, create time freedom for the things you want to do, whether that be in your business or personal life or family life. All of that is still going to happen this summer. It might look a little different. We might be moving at a slower pace, but that's all in service of living life and being present with my kids. And I hope you're able to do the same. So I will see you back here weekly. In some way, shape, or form, I'm committed to supporting you. And if you want to post your commitment to yourself for the summer, please do that here. And I will be alongside you and cheering you on. And I'm sure the community will be rallying with you as well. One final thing is that I did just spur the moment post on my Facebook page about this book. I just started reading it. I'm on chapter 1. I can already tell that it's a book that I'm going to want to keep and return to and take notes on and highlight and all those things. So I'm going to buy it. And one of my goals for the summer is to read it. It's a thicker book. So I'm going to just be committed to a slow pace of reading this one, while also reading a fictional book, which I usually do. And so if you want to read along with me, if you want to find a way for us to connect and chat about the book and see how I can support you in your goals, let me know that too. Okay? All right. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you all back here next week.